should you play Nine Kings? I think the answer to that is yes. You should definitely check out Nine Kings, assuming you are looking for a very chill strategy roguelite experience. And Nine Kings is this kind of strategy roguelike game where you essentially build on plots and defend against oncoming armies. And essentially this is kind of where you really try to build more units, you try to upgrade units to deal with more and more powerful armies attacking your base. And you build on these plots and eventually you can kind of get more upgrades, you can expand on the plots and try to survive for longer and longer, or to survive on harder and harder difficulties. And that is really the core gameplay loop of the game. Now, is this worth your time? I think the answer to that is yes. It is a very chill game. It is this game that really does have some strategy to it, but it only goes so far just given the very nature of the game. But it's not to say that it's not fun. The game is just a ton of fun. It really is so much fun to play it, and it's a very chill game. And like I said, there is this strategy element to it, but it's nothing too complicated. It's nothing too intense. And so if you're really looking for something kind of relaxed and kind of chill, this is a great game. And I think that for the average gamer, they'll probably get somewhere between 10 to 30 hours out of the game. And maybe if you're someone that's trying to beat every single king on every single difficulty, and especially the very hard difficulties, or you want to unlock all the achievements and stuff like that, you could probably get more time out of the game. But I think that for a lot of people, that 10 to 30 hour mark is probably, if I had to guess, the average amount of time you'll probably get out of this game, where the gameplay kind of gets a little bit stale and you're probably ready to move on to something else. And so with Nine Kings, there are a bunch of kings that you can play that have a little bit different of a play style, that have these default cards, and so it changes your strategy up at the beginning a little bit. And of course, there's also a perk system where you can also customize your king to have various upgrades at the start, which will then influence your run as well. And this game is in early access, so it seems as though there's going to be new kings coming into the future in a challenge mode, as can be seen in the main menu. And so if you're looking for a roguelike game that's kind of more feature complete, this is a game that, you could definitely kind of just keep on your radar and check out later, because I think that if you just kind of wait a little bit, you'll see more features in the game, and it might be worth just kind of experiencing the game when it's completely done and all of the features are in there. But assuming you want to get started now, I think that you can have a lot of fun with this game. And like I said, even though it is a very simple and very straightforward game, it is a ton of fun. It can be very addicting, and it really is fun trying to beat the game on these harder and harder difficulties, or really trying to get that achievement of getting to level 99, where the scaling at the later levels gets very, very difficult. And so I think that this is where you have to kind of think about whether the game is worth it. If trying to basically beat the game on harder and harder difficulties, or trying to get to level 99 and these really later stage levels by scaling your plots up sounds great and interesting and fun to you, then I think that Nine Kings is totally worth it. I mean, this is really where a lot of the time is going to go into the game itself. It's trying to beat the game on multiple difficulties. It's trying to beat the game with multiple kings. There is some customization with your kings. There are some achievements to earn, which I think can add a little bit more gameplay time, assuming you just want to try to earn those. But realistically, like I said, I think the game for the most people is around 10 to 30 hours. And then you'll probably want to move on to something else, or you'll probably get most of the achievements accomplished, beat the game on the highest difficulty, and things like that. So if you're looking for a great strategy roguelike game, Nine Kings is a great choice. Like I said, it might be worth waiting to see some future content get added into the game, whether that's a challenge mode, whether that's some of these other kings that are not in the game yet. But assuming you want to get started now, it's a fun game, it's a great game, and I definitely recommend it. And last but not least, the game is in early access, so there are features coming into the game. So if you do want to wait, it totally is understandable. But if you're still not sold on this game, there is a demo, at least at the time of recording of this video, that you can check out. And I think it's a pretty good representation of whether or not you'll like this game or not. So check the demo out. It might totally get you hooked onto Nine Kings.